Well, later on, when Jay and Nas started going at it, the Takeover comes out by Jay
Searchlight
Z.
Publishing.
Right, where Jay Z basically says,
You were getting fucked,
well,
man. I know who I paid God, Searchlight Publishing. Yeah.
right. So your name got thrown into what we could say, one of the top three greatest battles of all time.
Definitely top three. I would say top two, but definitely yes.
Yeah.
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 Yep. Yeah. So here's the thing about that, and this is a really quick story. I was the national director of crossover promotion for Def Jam. I was working Jay-Z's records with Dame Dash. They came to me and they said, hey, we need to clear the sample for Dead Presidents. Can you give us like a fair deal? I said, well, the publishing is the publishing. I said, but yeah, I mean, you're my man. Like, cut a check for $2,000. We'll clear the sample. No problem. Done. He's like, you'll have a check in 20 minutes. Fine. Called Zamba. I said, hey, we're still going to take 25% of the publishing on this record. Nas is going to get 25% because 25% of the record is Nas is shit, but they're going to give us $2,000. That's it. That's the whole story. I took a small advance, but I made sure Nas got 25%. So Jay can say whatever he wants. Jay doesn't own any Nas publishing, but Nas owns Jay publishing. So he can say whatever he wants on an Ether record to kind of make Nas and get under Nas' skin, but Nas even knows the truth. Because Nas, after that, on 3 other records, showed me love for helping his career.
So you don't own any of Nas's publishing?
No. All I do is administrate it. And I don't even, and to be totally transparent, I don't even do that. Like between Anthony and his team, they do 99.9% of it. I get a letter that says, hey, this is coming out. I'm like, great, ping. The Hennessy thing, I never saw a check. This, I never saw a check. Now, I get an admin fee. And again, I don't want to get deep in the weeds. People are watching this because they want stories. They don't want to know about the fucking music business. But the bottom line is I get an admin. I don't own any of his publishing. Administrative means that I just get a statement every 6 months that says, oh, this got used. Oh, this got used. Oh, are you aware that this person sampled this? No, go after it. Oh, are you aware that in Italy they use It Ain't Hard to Tell? No, go after it. He owns all his publishing. Always has.
Dope. And I guess you executive produced his second album. It was
Correct.
written.
But the difference was on the second album, he and I had an agreement that I was going to walk away on the second album. That he and I, it was already situated. We had a parting of the ways agreement way beforehand. He was going to pay me a certain amount of money, and that he was going to start Ill Will Records, and that was going to start on his second album, and his points were going to shoot way up, like way, way up, right? I would still keep my executive producer points, but the problem was Donnie Einer and Tommy Mottola didn't want me to get out of the picture. So now I'm in this situation where they want to extend my deal. And Nas, I won't go against my word. So I said, so I called Nas and I called his attorney. I said, look, the only way we're going to make this work, Nas, you have to tell them that you fucking hate me and that you're going to kill me. And I'm going to say the same thing, that I can't fucking work with you anymore. I fucking hate you. I'm going to fucking kill you. Get me out of this fucking deal. Right? All the attorneys knew my attorney. Everybody knew, oh, we're so sorry. We'll make this work. We'll make this right. John Ingracia, who is the head of legal no, Serch, no problem. We'll make this right. We don't want you to worry about it. We'll deal with Nas, no problem. We'll honor the deal, no problem. Nas got like a ridiculous amount of points, a ridiculous advance, all of that. We had to sign separation agreement, like a divorce, like a separation agreement. They had security. We had to go up to Tommy's office, like 20 security. He and I are walking with cigars in our mouths, arm in arm, laughing. Nas and I, with our attorneys. And Tommy Mottola looks at Donnie and goes, I think we just got hustled, guys. Signed, done, walked away happy.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. And I respect Nas to death for this. So Nas was supposed to give me a certain amount of money. The very last minute, He says, no, I'm not going to give it to you. I want a 30% reduction on the money. I said, why? He goes, because that's what I think you earned. I said, are you fucking kidding me? Really? You're going to reduce me 30%? He goes, yeah. He goes, I don't want to give you the whole amount. I think you earn this. I said, you know what? You're a fucking great businessman. It's fine. I said, just do me a favor. Never forget what I did for you. Just do me a favor. One thing, just never forget what I did for you. Because I promise you, there's no one in the fucking industry who would ever do what I did for you. You are the greatest artist of all time. Everybody would try to claw on to every fucking penny. No problem. Got you. I respected the shit out of him for that. Because he was just a great businessman. It wasn't even ego. It wasn't even like him trying to fuck me. He was just being a savvy, smart businessman. That's why this Queensbridge venture, that's why he's having the success he's having. That's why he's having the success as an entrepreneur. That's why he's going to be the first real billionaire in hip hop. Ring and Lyft. And he's just he's a brilliant, savvy businessman. And Anthony and everybody around him, he's got great people around him.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Nas always gets mentioned in the top MC list. Every time. Every time. His beat selection, you know, I've been public about, you know, my criticisms about that, but I've never once said anything about his lyricism.
Yeah. No, the Kennedy Center, the Philharmonic, I was crying my eyes out. When Rob Kenner and Sasha sent me, from Mass Appeal, sent me the advance of the Live from the Kennedy Center, the Illmatic, and I'm listening to that 200-piece orchestra playing Memory Lane, I was sitting there bawling my eyes out because I couldn't think of anyone more deserving. And I know Jay did it in New York, and he did it years before with Reasonable Doubt, but I mean, obviously I'm more connected to Illmatic than that, but I mean, I was sitting there bawling my eyes out.